This is a coin. Pick it up. Run your finger along the edge. Feel those tiny ridges? They're not just there to impress you. No, they tell the story of clever thieves and determined kings. They're a secret message in your hand, a message that says, handle with care. Long ago, more than 2,000 years ago, coins were made of real gold and silver. Imagine that. Now close your eyes and picture a shiny gold coin. Maybe you're imagining something like this one. They get scratched and scuffed, but the design on the edge gets worn the fastest. First, a worker would roll the shiny metal into a thin sheet. Then using a special tool, they would cut out a circle. Next, they would hammer and shape the disc until it was just right. And they help sort coins by touch, which makes counting them much faster. Finally, they would add whatever design the ruler wanted. It can be tough to get the coins in just right. Ridges on the edge help coins slide into place, whether in a machine or in your hand. When someone clips a coin, they take off those little lines and numbers. What surprised you the most about coins? Tell us in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. We're building a family of curious minds and you're part of it. Thanks for being here. For hundreds of years, people have been putting lines on the edges of coins. It started with the Greeks more than 2,000 years ago. They used tools called reamers to carve lines into coins. Then the Romans copied them. So if the edges of a coin looked a bit too perfect, it might be a fake or at least tampered with. The United States Mint, the agency in charge of making our coins, uses a special machine to add ridges quickly and accurately. The ridges are an easy way to spot trouble. Not only do they keep coins safe, they help everyday people, too. So the next time you hold a coin, remember those little lines are a smart invention from centuries ago. They're a way to protect money and prevent theft. They're also a way to help people who are blind or visually impaired to identify different coins. And let's face it, they just make coins more fun to use. But back then, people didn't have plastic or paper money. To stop it, kings and rulers started adding designs to the edges of their coins, patterns to make sure the coins stayed whole. But these designs weren't just for looks. They were a way to catch cheats. They carried around heavy sacks of gold and silver coins. A big, heavy press creates each coin in just a few seconds. No hammering needed. But whether they're made by hand or machine, coins need ridges. These coins had no ridges, no embossed designs, just a flat, smooth edge. A skilled thief could use a file to shave off some of that edge, bit by bit, without anyone noticing. That's right. Someone could take a chunk of the king's gold and no one would know. The trick was called clipping coins. See, coins get worn as they're passed around. But how did they add these ridges? Back then, coins were made by hand. Today, coins are made by machines. Of course, today's coins aren't made of gold and silver. Most are made of a metal called nickel brass. But the problems from long ago are the same. A determined thief could still try to clip or even scratch off the edges. So coins still need those ridges to stay safe. But that's not all. Ridges help in other ways, too. They help people who can't see well to feel the difference between coins. And have you ever tried to put coins in a vending machine? You know those little slots where you drop your change? Plus, let's be honest, coins with ridges are just plain cool. Think about it. But these days, coins come with ridges already on them. They're stamped in during the minting process. Now we take those ridges for granted, but they're really a brilliant idea. So let's give a big thumbs up to the Humble Coin Ridge.